Am I the asshole for declining to be in Finn's wedding party despite being his best man all those years ago? So I'm Finn's best man from college. We were roommates and friends, but over time our friendship fizzled out. Fast forward 5 years, Finn reaches out of the blue and asks me to be part of his wedding party. He tells me that Jada, his fiancée, really wants me there, but I have to admit, I'm still hurt from how things ended between us. Finn and I had a falling out about 2 years ago when he borrowed $2,000 from me without asking. I was in a tight spot financially at the time and felt taken advantage of. He promised to pay me back, but it's been 3 months and not a single penny has been paid. We had an argument over the phone and I ended our friendship. Finn shows up at my doorstep one day with a box containing his entire wedding attire and tells me that he wants me to stand by him on his big day. He says Jada knows all about our past, but she's okay with it because she thinks we can work through our issues now. I'm not buying it. He keeps bringing up how much money Jada is willing to pay me if I show up, but let's be real, that's just a bribe. I've told Finn that I won't be part of his wedding party, and he gets all defensive, saying I'm being selfish and that I owe him an apology for my role in our friendship ending. But the truth is, I feel disrespected by the way he handled our situation. He's always been someone who doesn't think things through before acting. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for finally enforcing a consequence that my family member has been breaking since we moved in together? So I'm living with Quinn and Jada, and Priya, my younger sister, who's 25. We've all gotten along pretty well, but there's one thing that's been driving me nuts: she's always leaving her dirty laundry on the floor. It's not just a few socks or a lost t-shirt, we're talking about full-on, entire outfits scattered around the living room and hallway. I set a clear rule from day one: if it's dirty laundry, it goes in a hamper. Simple enough, right? But Quinn and Jada keep telling Priya to just throw her clothes on the floor, or it's not like she's hurting anyone. It's been months of me reminding her, politely asking her to clean up after herself, but basically doing nothing about it because I didn't want to be the buzzkill. But today was the last straw. We were all in the living room watching TV, and Priya just plopped down on the couch with a dirty sweatshirt on, without even putting it away. I lost my cool. I told her that if she wasn't going to follow the rules, then she'd have to go out and buy some new clothes until she could afford a proper laundry routine. She got defensive, saying I was being so unfair and mean, but honestly, someone has to set boundaries around here. Quinn jumped in and told me that I was being too harsh and that Priya wasn't making an effort to change her ways. But let's be real, the girl has been breaking this rule for months. It's not like she hasn't had plenty of opportunities to shape up. Jada just rolled her eyes and said, whatever. So yeah, I'm wondering if I was too harsh, or if Priya needs a kick in the pants.
Am I the asshole for accusing my neighbor of lying when they claimed their dog had been in my yard and I didn't? So I, 37F, have lived next door to Cyrus and his family for about 5 years now. We get along okay, but we've never really talked that much. That was until yesterday evening when things took a weird turn. Cyrus comes over to borrow some sugar and mentions that their dog, Umar, had been in my yard all day. I'm like, no problem, and offer him the sugar, but then I remember that I've been noticing some scratches on my plants lately. I tell Cyrus that I think it's possible that Umar was in my yard, but that I haven't seen him around the house. He gets defensive and tells me that I must be lying because I never see his dog around. We start to argue about who's telling the truth, and things escalate pretty quickly. Cyrus accuses me of being a bad neighbor, and Umar's owner, Zoe, chimes in via text message saying that I'm clearly trying to make an excuse for not fixing my fence. I try to explain that I did see some dog tracks around my yard, but it was light and didn't leave any clear signs. Cyrus claims that he's never seen me notice anything, and Zoe says that I must be mistaken because Umar would have been out of his way if he had gone into my yard through the fence. It got pretty heated until finally Cyrus hung up on me. I'm still fuming about it now, but at the same time I feel like I might be in the wrong. Was I too quick to accuse him of lying when I wasn't entirely sure? Should I have just let it go and not made a big deal out of it?
Am I the asshole for being angry that my husband spent $50 on a bottle of wine and a bouquet of flowers at work after finding out he's been venting about our relationship to his coworker? So I, 33F, and here's what happened. My husband Ivan, who works as an accountant, was supposed to be working from home one day this week, but instead, he ended up spending the entire day at the office. When I came home from my own workday, he seemed evasive and distracted, which already got me worried. As we were getting dinner ready together, I mentioned that I had seen him on video calls with a coworker named Bria that morning, and how his expression seemed off. Ivan initially brushed it off as just catching up with a friend, but when I asked him more about it, he started to get defensive. He claimed that they were just discussing a work project, but I could tell he was avoiding eye contact and changing the subject fast. That's when I decided to investigate further. I did some digging online. I've had experience doing this before, and found out that Bria has been posting about how unhappy she is with her marriage on social media. When Ivan finally broke down and told me what happened, he said that Bria had been venting about our relationship because we're not having as much sex as she thinks we should be. He claimed it was just a harmless conversation, but I'm still fuming about the fact that he spent $50 on wine and flowers to celebrate this friendship. The worst part is that Ivan told me he's been doing this for months now, having these meetings with Bria and buying her gifts. I know it sounds bad, but I feel like he's not taking our relationship seriously anymore. He just shrugged it off when I asked him if they'd planned to have a romantic dinner or something, saying something about Bria needing some company because she was feeling lonely. I don't want to be one of those couples who has an open marriage or anything, but this is starting to feel like we're not even on the same page. Am I the asshole?